just when fans thought the Frost family drama couldn't get any darker. Shocking leaked phone calls have surfaced, and they point to Rasheeda and Kirk being at the center of a setup that left rapper T. Hood in the crossfire. But the twist? Their own son Kai's name is being dragged into the mess. This bombshell revelation has everyone questioning just how far Rasheeda and Kirk were willing to go to protect their empire. The love and hip-hop world is no stranger to drama, but this latest revelation has taken things to an explosive new level. For years, Rasheeda and Kirk Frost have been labeled as the couple who could survive anything from cheating scandals to secret children, to business betrayal and even public humiliation on national TV. But this time, the scandal is much darker and more dangerous than anything the Frosts have faced before. Leaked audio recordings have surfaced, allegedly exposing conversations that point directly to Rasheeda and Kirk's son, Kai Frost, being tied up in a shocking setup involving rapper T. Hood. What started as whispers on gossip blogs quickly turned into a viral storm across social media, with fans dissecting every second of the audio. The shocking part: the Frost family might not just be innocent bystanders this time. They may have played a role in orchestrating the entire situation to fully understand the weight of this scandal. Let's rewind. T. Hood, a rising Atlanta rapper with ties to the UC hip-hop scene and heavy connections in street culture, had been making waves over the last few years. His music was gaining traction, his image was becoming more polished, and he was slowly building a fan base that threatened to rival even the veterans of the Atlanta rap game. But just when things seemed to be lining up for him, chaos struck. Earlier this year, T. Hood found himself in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Reports of a setup involving rival crews surfaced after a violent altercation left several injured and T. Hood at the center of controversy. At the time, it was brushed off as another street beef gone wrong. But now, with these leaked calls, everything is being re-examined under a new light. The audio leak allegedly features Kirk Frost in conversation with a close associate. And while the voices haven't been officially verified, fans are convinced it's him. In the call, a man who sounds eerily like Kirk can be heard talking about making sure Kai is good, and T. Hood being out the way, the chilling part. The context makes it sound less like casual talk and more like a calculated move to keep Kai Frost's name clear while pinning the fallout onto T. Hood. Rasheeda's alleged involvement came out in a separate call, where a woman's voice, allegedly hers, was heard stressing that this can't get back to the family, and warning about protecting Kai no matter what. The internet exploded when this clip dropped, because it made it sound like both parents were willing to cross lines to protect their son, even if that meant letting someone else take the fall. Fans immediately began connecting the dots. Kai Frost has been in the mix of Atlanta's young scene for a while now, hanging around rappers and club promoters, while also enjoying the perks of being the son of reality TV stars. Some reports suggest that Kai had a personal beef with T. Hood that started months ago over money and respect in the local music scene. With tensions building, some believe this wasn't just random drama, it was orchestrated from the inside. The Frosts, however, have remained tight-lipped publicly. Neither Rasheeda nor Kirk has officially addressed the leaked calls. Though Rasheeda did post a cryptic Instagram story with the words "people believe what they want," truth always comes out in the end. That only fueled speculation further, because fans interpreted it as either a denial or a subtle confession that there was more to the story. Meanwhile, Atlanta's hip-hop community has been buzzing nonstop. Some insiders claim they always suspected the Frosts were too involved in their son's affairs. One anonymous source told bloggers that Kirk was playing OG behind the scenes, pulling strings to make sure Kai stayed untouchable. Another suggested that Rasheeda knew more than she let on, and that she wasn't as innocent as people wanted to believe. But here's the real kicker: if these leaked calls are authentic, the Frost family could be facing not just public backlash, but legal consequences. Conspiracy, obstruction, and accessory charges could all come into play depending on how deep their involvement runs. And if law enforcement picks this up, Rasheeda and Kirk could find themselves in the very same hot seat that so many of their Love and Hip Hop castmates have sat in before. Fans online are divided. Some believe the Frosts are being targeted because of their fame and that the calls could easily be fabricated. Others say the voices are too clear to deny, and that the Frosts finally got caught trying to play a dangerous game on Twitter. One fan wrote, "Rasheeda and Kirk always thought they was untouchable. Now, look, playing with real street situations got them exposed. Protecting Kai at the cost of someone else's career is wild." Another defended them, tweeting, "Y'all really believe Rasheeda and Kirk would set up T. Hood? This sounds like fake audio to me. Stop trying to destroy black families just for clicks." But the pressure is building, and it doesn't seem like this story is going away anytime soon, with bloggers, media outlets, and even fans dissecting every syllable of the leaked calls. The Frost family's carefully crafted image is beginning to crack. Even Love and Hip Hop castmates are allegedly whispering behind the scenes. One insider suggested that producers are closely watching the situation because, if it escalates, it could become one of the most explosive storylines in franchise history. Given how the show thrives on controversy, it wouldn't be surprising if this ends up front and center in the next season's arc. The most disturbing part, though, is the growing speculation about Kai himself. Did he know his parents were allegedly pulling strings to protect him? Was he directly involved in the setup of T. Hood, or was he just a pawn in a bigger game? Fans want answers, and so far, the Frosts aren't providing any. For now, all we know is this: the leaked calls have put Rasheeda and Kirk in the spotlight in a way they've never experienced before. They've weathered infidelity scandals, secret babies, and financial betrayals, but nothing this serious. If these tapes are real, the Frosts may have finally crossed a line they can't come back from. And as for T. Hood, this revelation could change everything about how his situation is viewed. Instead of being painted as the instigator, he may now be seen as the victim of a calculated setup. That shift could either resurrect his career, drag the Frosts even deeper into controversy. This is only the beginning. The leaked calls are just part one of a much bigger story. And as more details surface, the Frost family's empire might just crumble before our eyes. The leaked calls had already created a storm online. But part two of this unfolding drama goes even deeper. More details have emerged and the fallout surrounding Rasheeda, Kirk, their son, Kai Frost, and the late rapper T. Hood has taken a darker turn that as the internet dissected every second of those shocking recordings. People noticed something even more alarming. Kai Frost's voice on one of the leaked calls sounded nervous, shaky, and pressured, almost like he was being coached on what to say and who was guiding him. Allegedly, his own father, Kirk Frost. In one audio clip, you can clearly hear Kirk's voice saying, "Stick to the story. Don't let nobody trip you up." That single line sent chills through the fan base. Was this proof that the Frost family orchestrated a cover-up to protect their son? And if so, what did that mean for T. Hood's death? Social media erupted. Hashtags like #JusticeForTheOD and #FrostFamilyExposed started trending. Fans of Love and Hip Hop who once loved Rasheeda as the boss chick running her own business now accused her of protecting corruption inside her own household. People who grew up watching her and Kirk hustle together were now questioning if they had taken things too far to protect their empire. Bloggers wasted no time jumping in. Some insiders claimed that Kai had been hanging around with T. Hood on the night of the shooting. The rumors suggested that an argument broke out over money and respect, and things spiraled quickly. But instead of distancing himself, Kai allegedly called his father right after. That's when Kirk supposedly stepped in to clean up the mess. But here's where it gets even more suspicious. The leaked calls not only showed Kirk guiding Kai, but also revealed Rasheeda's frustration. In one heated clip, Rasheeda can be heard snapping, "I told you not to let him hang around them dudes." Now look at what we are dealing with. That line alone gave fuel to the theory that Rasheeda knew her son was in trouble way before the media ever caught wind. Fans immediately began speculating. Did Rasheeda and Kirk help cover up a crime involving their own son? Or were they just desperate parents trying to protect him from being swallowed by the system? Either way, the Frost family's carefully built image was crumbling fast. To make matters worse, Atlanta police sources reportedly confirmed that they had possession of the same audio recordings circulating online. That revelation shook everyone. If the authorities really had those calls, then Kirk and Rasheeda could be facing serious legal consequences for obstruction or tampering with evidence.